I just had a thought come to me. I was folding clothes and putting them away. And I was thinking about generational curses in regards to my family. Not anything outside of that. My family, my walk, my testimony. I generally don't think about a lot of things outside of that. I don't really worry myself too much about that. I'm disappointed when I feel things. I have an understanding of things, but I really don't. It doesn't really make a difference to me. I feel bad. That's the main culprit. I just feel bad. But it doesn't really waver with me. It's just something I've indoctrinated my entire life. I don't know. It's hard to explain. If people really wanted to know, they would ask me true questions. And so they don't generally. They don't generally ask me questions. And when I find myself in space to share my story, share different walks of my life, a lot of the times I get cut off. A lot of the times I get interrupted. A lot of the times the conversations go, different ways. And so I allow them to flow. Because I'm at peace. I'm at true peace with my walk and my testimony and my trials and my tribulations and everyone that's played a part in it, and the part that I've played in it. And I'm just at peace with it, and it's just one of those things. You just have to get to a full understanding of that within yourself, where it's you get to that place, you're I don't even need to scream it from the rooftops. I'm at peace with it. So why do I need to scream it from the rooftops? You know what I mean? For me personally, I see the intricate woven pieces when it comes to my life. People that have been in my life, they've come and they've went. They've played their part. They've, done whatever. And I've done whatever as well. It takes two to tango. But now, the walk that I'm on now, to see the intricate woven pieces that God, the Most High, the universe, the divine, the people that he places in my life physically, nobody on screens. I'm talking physically. And then my family, my immediate family, I just see it. I had one of my girlfriends, the only girlfriend really, but she said something to me on Saturday, and I don't even think she understands how profound it was for me. I haven't cried in a while, and it brought me to tears because I've never had that type of relationship. I've never ever had that type of friendship where somebody's I'm loyal. I'm loyal to you. I stand with you against whatever, essentially. I didn't even know what to make of it. I would never ask anyone to do such things. I don't need people to be loyal to me. I will be loyal to people, but I don't look for the exterior world to be loyal to me because I found loyalty within myself by the grace of God. But to actually have a friendship like that, I've never had it. I've never had it. There's always been hidden agendas, ulterior motives, manipulation, gaslighting. Obviously I was broken, so I played my part. And so it was a really interesting full circle moment for me of recognizing the true reality of understanding how we so often enough give people placeholders in our life that are on screens that you most likely will never meet. You most likely will never meet these people. And you respect them and you're loyal to them more so than you are of people in your physical realm. It creates havoc in families. It creates arguments in families. You literally get into arguments in families over politics, over entertainers, over music, over podcasters, over Charlie Kirk. There's literally discussions that transpire, and then there's arguments that come to be at a dinner table, and you're never going to meet these people. You're never going to meet these people, most likely. And so it's one of those things. It's very interesting to me. I used to be like that, where it's like, no, my loyalty runs deep and it runs thick. And I know that about myself, but I'm not going to be loyal to people outside of me that are not even in my physical being. They're not even in my world, to help me evolve and become a better person and hold me accountable and stand with me through the thick when the going gets tough. When there's narrations, there's vouchers, there's group chats, there's all kinds of stuff that you could tag into. I mean, the list is endless, correct? It is, isn't it? Right? Fame, fortune, whatever. You could have it all at your fingertips, right? And there's even people in my physical that have probably grabbed onto this, right? Because it's that taste, that's an instant gratification, because you don't have that within. When you don't have instant gratification within yourself, you're always going to look for it outside of yourself. You just are. And see, I have instant gratification within myself, so I never look for it outside of myself. And I always give grace to God, because it's all God. It literally is, based off everything that I've walked through. Yes, it is. It just is. All credit to Him. And so, but one thing that came to me just a minute ago was in reference to generational curses within your family dynamics, And for me personally, I know without a doubt that there's circumstances and situations and particular things that I may never know when it comes to the intricate woven pieces of my family and the ties that they play in it and have for years. And I'm not designed to know that. If I don't know it, I'm designed not to know it. And if I'm designed to figure it out down the road, believe me, I will. And it's just one of those things, I've seen it so clearly. However, when it comes to generational curses, like for me, in my immediate family, anything outside of that, it's going to take humility, humbleness, and accountability, period. There's no gaslighting, no slivering in. Like, that's just not going to work. It's just not. When it comes to my immediate family, because I understand the dynamics of just the intricate woven pieces of this world, how you can easily get drawn in, how you can easily get tied in, how you can easily be provided a compelling story, how you might have things on the back end that you want to stay on the back end. And so because you have things on the back end, you now are tied in to do XYZ, as well as you may be a people pleaser. You may go along with things. You may be someone that doesn't want to ruffle the feathers. You want to go along with the crowd. You want to hang with the cool kids. And see, we often find this in our families because it's really all we know. Because a lot of people just haven't quite gravitated to help, get to a point where you're standing in your own truth, your own authenticity, your own transparency of who you are. And recognize that you weren't put on this world to make everybody around you happy. And you weren't put on this world to fit in with everybody around you. That doesn't even make plausible sense. That's something that does not make plausible sense. If we want to talk about smoke and mirrors, explain that to me. Right? And so it's one of those things. Again, I understand my messages are different. I understand that. I understand they're not for everyone. I understand I have a lot of piercing eyes. I do indeed. And I want them to keep watching if that's what they need to do. I truly do. And I pray for them, really. Because if you're fixated on somebody else's story, you're not focused on your own. And it's sad.